Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a quick minute to address what seems to be a really hot topic right now with a lot of disturbing comments attached to it. And I obviously am talking about the assault in was it the assault in Spring Valley? The student resource officer Ben Fields, who in many people's opinion, including myself, went well above and beyond what was needed in the situation in that classroom. But I actually wanted to cover a couple of the assumptions being made by people regarding this. So first I want to talk about Ben Fields. He is an officer that has two previous lawsuits on his dossier. He is known for being aggressive, using excessive force, including one of the lawsuits I'm talking about, he emptied an entire can of mace on an individual. So excessive force is on this man's dossier. How he was placed in a high school is beyond me to understand. How policy is written to allow such a thing, many people should address and think about that. Now I want to talk about the little girl mostly, because she is a little girl and a lot of people seem to be forgetting that. She is a 16-year-old teenage girl who is in school where she is supposed to be safe. I have read some of the most disgusting comments about a little girl whom no one, not one person that has made these foul, wretched, misogynistic, sometimes racist comments, they don't know her. They know of this one incident. Now, Ben Fields has a history of excessive force. This little girl has a history of mental illness. She lost her mother in January and her grandmother in June. Now, I've heard some hard asses saying, "Oh, I don't want to hear that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean she can break the law." I'll agree with you. It doesn't mean she can break the law. It does paint a more realistic and truthful picture of the mental state of a teenage girl. Okay? So again, a teenage girl that a man accosted because she wasn't paying attention in class. She wasn't participating. I keep hearing that she was disruptive and disturbing the class, and man, that cop should have done more. Yeah, hard asses. Man, he should have choke slammed her, give her the rock bottom. Stone cold stunner for not listening to the teacher, man. When I went to school, you could probably imagine I got in some trouble. I was a bit disruptive sometimes, a bit rebellious. Dude, I never got maced, beat down by a cop in school. They did something called in-school discipline, detention, in-school suspension, out-of-school suspension, expulsion for extreme cases. The school took care of it. An officer known to have an aggressive past with excessive force lawsuits on his record should have never been placed into a high school. That should be logical to anyone. To condone in any way this grown man, 225, 250 pound, bodybuilding professional law enforcement officer, to condone his violent, repugnant actions towards a girl with mental health issues, known mental health issues to the school. I don't care if you're an adult, you lose family members to death, it will wreak havoc on your psyche. On a young person's psyche, critical thinking, people. You don't have to hate cops. I don't hate cops. Cops like that don't deserve to be officers. You don't get to do that to people simply because they're not listening to you. You people saying she was disruptive are full of shit. She was quiet. She was in trouble with the teacher for not participating in class. Fact check your shit. You repugnant. Not even thinly veiled racists and misogynists, man. You would never condone that with your own child. For not listening? Really? She deserved that and worse? I think you're full of shit. Many of you are just tough guys on the internet. That's how I feel, and that's the truth. This shit is beyond repugnant to me. It's disgusting that people have these conversations about a little girl. Before you go running crying to your friends about Tommy put out another cop-hating video.
Oh God, he hates them all.
I do not hate police. I hate poor police work. I hate cop worshippers who refuse to look at any individual case and its facts and its evidences and proofs. If you speak critically against any officer, you are instantly labeled a cop hater. It isn't the case. It's just not true. Critical thinking. Multiple sources. Use your brains, people. Have some compassion, a little humanity. That girl needed an ear. She needed someone to listen. I don't know if how many of you people have lived that kind of lifestyle, but I was in the foster care system in New York City as a kid, and then in the foster care system as a teenager. Do not speak about things you cannot fucking possibly understand. Do not demonize a little girl because a grown man cannot control his temper, cannot act like a professional, and do his job safely and humanely, protecting the children that he was supposed to be protecting. That's the point of officers in schools, protecting the kids. I'm sure I'll get some negative comments on this video, and I really do want some critiquing. Tell me what you don't like about what I said. Explain to me and the rest of the people that will be on my page, watching the video, reading the comments, why you think misogynism and excessive force, brutalizing a teenage girl for not leaving the classroom because she looked at her cell phone. Unbelievable.